everyone, welcome back to N for Nepali, and today we are going to be continuing with our vowels, right? So as you have watched the other previous videos, we have completed 8 of those vowels, right? So those were, let's revise it one more time, and those were A, A, E, E, and we skipped re, right? Which we are gonna be learning it today. And U, U, E, I, right? So A, E, U, E, I, right? So today we're gonna be finishing the vowels today, and in our next video we're gonna be practicing it a bit more. Okay, so for today we have the alphabets O, 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 right? So these 4 are our alphabets for today, and we will also be adding rikar for today's video. Okay, so let me clear this quickly. So our first alphabet is O, right? Which is very important. And as you remember, we first write A, right? 3 minus 1 A. And then this was A, right? A. So you might have remembered how we had I, right? So this was E and this was I. So you just put this horn thing on top of A, O. This is called O, right? Something like this and O, right? 3 minus 11, a horn on top, and then it's called O. And if we have to compare with English words, it's gonna be simply like go, right? Go, no, or show, or road, or stone. O sounds. So these kind of words is somewhat similar to O, right? And as we move on, so we're done with O, right? And as we move on with O, so this was E, this was I, right? So O, O. So the next one is 3 minus 11. This is O, and one more. We just put 2 horns on top of the same line. Okay, it should not be like this. It should not be like this. So it should be 2 horns on top of the last line. Okay, 3 minus 11 and 2 horns. O, right? And for English words, it would be it might not be similar, or it might not be same as O sound, but it's more like, how, or cow, or house, or mouse. O, right? And more like loud, ow sound. O, right? So this is O. Yeah, we're done with the second alphabet for today. O, 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 right? And the remaining 2, or the remaining 3, these are not that common, but there are words with these kind of alphabets. Okay, so it's okay if you don't remember the remaining 3, because we will be learning these again when we make words or sentences using the alphabets. But for now, let's just go through and let me introduce these 3 words to you. So the first one is So you just put aw, right? Aw and a small dot on top of aw, and it becomes So this has two kind of sounds. Something with m, sound, right? And something with sound. So to give example, would be hum, right? Or mum. So this sound at the end of the word would be the name of this alphabet. The name would be right? But the sound that it makes would be, it can be or it can be ng. So it can be hum, mum, or some words like song, long. So the ng sound, you see this? ng, sound is made by this alphabet. Okay? Sound. So, or something like bank, ink, sound, bank. So, for now, as I said before, you don't have to memorize or try to remember all the sounds that it makes, but it's more like sound or sound, this alphabet, right? And the last one in the list of alphabets is aw sound, right? This is also a bit similar to just aw, because you just write aw and you put two dots but at the side. Okay, it's not on top, it's aw. And the difference between this and this aw is, so first, the name of this alphabet is just aw. It's the same how you pronounce aw, right? Aw. You might not feel that much of a difference, but as we learn what this alphabet is, you might recognize the difference. Okay, so aw and aw. And so this two dots at the side of aw, it's more like you release, use how you breathe, so this is a nasal sound, sound, or like sound, so song, long, how the sound comes out of your nose. But this aw sound, it's how it comes out of your mouth or out of your vocal cord, so you know how you are like so stressed out sometimes, and then you just like or you're like surprised and you're like huh, kind of sound. It's like this kind of, how you breathe and you just let your breath go out, sound. So this is right? So we go through o, right? O, and yeah, so these were like the 4 alphabets, and now we have to go through the one that we didn't talk about in our last video, and it's ri, right? Ri. So it's a bit difficult to write it down, so you will have to memorize the how to write it down, right? So you put a line here and you make it a triangle, not a triangle, but like 2 lines, this line. So yeah, or like this line. So this, right? And then as you see here, you go like this, and like this. See, it's like you're drawing something, right? So it's a bit difficult, and I used to feel it a bit complex and difficult when I was a kid myself, so it's okay. So like this. One more time, this one, right? You have to join it here, and then you pull a line from the side, and then you pull a line until that line, and then this. It's a bit not clear, so let's do it again. Let me just zoom it in. One line, this a triangle shape. See? Right? One more time. Ri. It's called Rikar, the Nepali name. So the sound that it gives is more like Ri sound. Ri sound. And I don't think there are like examples that I can give with this alphabet, but the sound it might make is like Ri, or like, river, Ri. River, or like bring, how in bring has Ri sound, right? So you might think like, why is it here on the between, among the vowels, because it's not A, E, I, O, U, right? But yeah, but it still is here, and I also don't know why it is here, but yeah. So this is Ri sound. So as we go through the words, the alphabets that we learned today, O, 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 right? One more time. O, O, O. And we learned Ri, Ri, right? So yeah, we are done with the alphabets, and there is something that is still not done, and that is gonna be discussed in our next video. And some of you might be familiar with what we're gonna be talking about in our next video. It's just the sound, how these vowels make, but it's a bit more elaborated, or yeah, we're just gonna see in the next video. So see you then. Bye.